You're thinking about divorce. Here's 5 things you need to know. I'm Steve Kramer of the Kramer Law Firm. I am a Florida family law and divorce attorney. People often think that once they start the divorce process that there's no backing out, that they have to follow through with that. And what you need to know is, even if you start the divorce process, you can always reconcile, you can always make the case go away, and you can always get back together with your spouse. And that's important to know, because if you're still holding on to that, if you still think there's a chance that you can reconcile, then don't close that door unless you have to. The next thing you need to know is that the court is going to require you and your spouse to mediate before you ever go to trial. And that's a really good opportunity, because mediation is where you and your spouse sit in a room with your lawyers, and then there's a mediator that's there to help you guys come to a decision that's going to work for both of you. And what's good about it is it gives you control over your case instead of putting it in a judge's hands, because sometimes that can be unpredictable. The next thing you need to know is that almost always somebody's going to be paying child support. Even if you do a 50-50 time split, the odds are one of you is going to make more money than the other, and because of that, there's probably going to be a child support obligation. It is important to have a good attorney to make sure that you crunch those numbers and push as much as you can to get the best possible situation for yourself, but you need to know that that's going to happen. Next, custody. Generally, the state wants you to have good time sharing between both parents. What we have in Florida is called a parenting plan. All right, and that's what people often think of when they think of custody, but it's a parenting plan, and that's designed to set up time sharing and communication between the parties, and basically how you're going to raise the kids. It's kind of a blueprint for that, and you need to know about parenting plans. So your attorney should go through that with you when you meet with them, and that's what we'll do when you come into our office. The last thing you need to know is that you can always modify a parenting plan or child support down the road. If you're concerned that by agreeing to a certain parenting plan or child support, they're going to be stuck in it until the child's 18, that's not going to happen. Anytime that there's a substantial change in circumstances, you can go ahead and file a modification. And that's important. And the odds are, if you have young children, or even if you have children that are 10 or 12 instead of 5 or 3, you're probably going to be dealing with that, because you may get laid off, your income may change, your spouse may make more money. Lots of things that can happen. So you need to know that there's options to modify the support and to modify the parenting plan so that it works. These are all important things for you to know, and that's why I'm telling you about this, because I deal with this stuff all the time. And if you have any questions, you can give me a call, and I'm glad to talk about any of these issues with you. Also, if you're watching this video on YouTube or Facebook, go ahead and click the like button below. That way you can share this information with your friends and family. Thanks for watching. I'm Steve Kramer of the Kramer Law Firm.